Hello, Wayne Parento here. Hope everyone is having a good day. So on today's video, I'm going to compare two different 12-inch speakers with the Marshall head that you see here. Now this is the MG100 HDFX. So it's just a solid state amp. So I'm going to compare first the Neo Jensen speaker, which is out of the Fender Twin Tone Master amp. And then I have a Fender Eminence speaker up here, which is out of, a lot of your Fender stock amps will have this in there as a kind of, a cheaper speaker in there instead of, like a Celestion or something like that. So on the amp, I'm just going to use a little bit of reverb, and I'm not going to use any pedals, and I'll use the overdrive channel on it. So really basic, nothing special. And I'm just going to compare the two speakers and kind of see how they sound and see which one I like. I'm just going through several speakers and then, basically want to sell some and just trying to keep the better speakers. Okay, and the guitar I'm using today is the Joe Bonamassa Epiphone Les Paul. So at the time when I bought this guitar, I had the 60s Gibson Tribute Les Paul, and when I compared the two of them, I liked this one better, so I actually sold the Gibson Les Paul and kept the Epiphone. Now, what was the difference? Well, the Tribute that I had, the 60s Tribute, was, to me, it sounded more like a souped up Telecaster, which I liked, but it was kind of almost too close to one of my 3 Telecasters that I have. And it just, it didn't sound like a real Les Paul. It didn't have that real nice, fat, sustaining tone. So when I compared them, this had that sound, which was more bluesier sounding. So that's one of the main reasons why I sold the other, the real Gibson, and kept the Epiphone, because I really like the sound of this Joe Bonamassa guitar. Now, I'm not an expert on the Les Pauls, but to me, this sounded better. And, same thing with the Marshall amps. I'm not a real expert on those amps either, because I never really had a really good one before. But this MG100 HDFX is the best Marshall amp I've ever owned. And I've had a JCM 800 years ago. And the last 2 amps that I had that were Marshall was the DSL 40, and I also had the Origin amp, which was made in Vietnam. But there's just something about this, let's call it a cheap Marshall solid state, that just, to me, has the right Marshall sound, and like I said, the best Marshall that I've had. So anyway, let's get started, and I hope you guys, enjoyed today's video.